Okay.
Yep. Just let me know when I'm good to go.
It's 12:02 and we have 16. Do you think we should give them a couple more minutes?
That's fine. The presentation should only take maybe 20 to 30 minutes, and then I figured any discussion.
Yeah. Well, happy Women's History Month, everybody. Thank you all for joining us today. We'll see how many more people are going to join us. So give them just a couple more minutes. Sometimes takes a while for Zoom to load on your phone or computer if you haven't been on it recently. If you are interested in MedPro group, which I hope you are, and you would like to see them more than once this month, you have 2 more chances. We're keeping Liz very busy this month.
Oh, and I appreciate it.
On Wednesday, March 3rd, this Wednesday, we have Women's Professional Development Day. And there's 4 different mini workshops, and the one at 3 is a women executive panel where MedPro, Kelly Automotive, and Elwyn Staffing will be doing like a Q&A. We have a couple questions prepared, but we're also welcoming questions from people. And then at the end of this month, so we're starting the month and ending the month with Liz, on the 31st is the virtual career fair. We have 80 students registered and only about 20 of them have scheduled. So if you are coming to the virtual career fair, it's not the type of environment where you can just show up because it's virtual. So I would encourage all of you to go register now. And then tomorrow or the next day, sometime before, let's say March 12th, you should go and create your schedule for the career fair. The earlier, the better, because like Liz only has 10 one-on-ones available. So if you want to meet with her one-on-one, then you have to go claim that spot for yourself. And if you're worried like, oh, well, I'm a freshman or I'm a sophomore, that must be saving it for seniors, the employers can say what majors, what classes they want to meet with. So if you're able to claim a spot, claim it. It is for you. Early bird gets the worm. Okay, did I stall long enough for our latecomers? Do you want to get going, Liz?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay, I'll hand it over to you. Thank you so much.
Right. Of course. So hi, everyone. My name is Liz. I am the recruiter and college relations specialist for MedPro Group. So I recruit not only for our full-time opportunities, but also all of our internship opportunities. And am lucky enough to get to do these kind of sessions and meet, different students virtually. Previous years, obviously in person. So today we are going to talk about, if I can get my PowerPoint to move here. There we go. So want to just give you some background on MedPro Group, why we think it's important or a great place to work. And then I do have a couple slides about our women's networking group, and then talk a little bit more about the career and internship opportunities we have available currently. If anyone has any questions, I think Meg is monitoring the chat. Feel free to send that, or just unmute yourself and chime in at any point. So intro to MedPro Group. So for those of you who aren't familiar with us, we are the nation's leading healthcare liability insurance provider. So basically what that means is we're providing all of these customers you see on the screen, primarily healthcare professionals, but also attorneys and student health. We're providing insurance. So those healthcare professionals and attorneys, we're providing them with liability or malpractice insurance. So we were founded in 1899 by a group of physicians who realized that there was a need for this type of insurance and protection for healthcare professionals. So we've grown since 1899 and now provide insurance to over 300,000 healthcare professionals in all 50 states and also in UK and in France. And then our student health insurance business is located in Springfield, Massachusetts, and they actually are providing health insurance packages to colleges and universities for students to be covered. So a few reasons why we think it's a great place to work. So again, founded in 1899. So we've been in business for over 120 years. We were headquartered or founded in Fort Wayne and still headquartered here in Fort Wayne. And just the type of insurance that we're providing, we're protecting the reputations and the assets of these healthcare professionals. We're giving them a peace of mind so they can focus on the patients that they need to care for. And, if God forbid something happens, we're there to support them and there to, provide the necessary, payout or whatever that looks like to the patient. Or, a lot of times there are, false accusations against healthcare professionals. We're there to defend them in that regard and again, protect their reputation. So really just, giving them a peace of mind so they can truly focus on, the important care that they're providing to these patients. And we've got a deep respect for these people, for these healthcare professionals, obviously. What they do is so important and so meaningful that we, as a company, really truly value them and want to be there to support them. As employees, we offer, or for our employees, we offer competitive salary and benefits. So day one, you are eligible for our full benefits package as a full-time employee, which includes healthcare benefits. The company covers roughly 80% of those benefits premiums. So it is very low cost to our employees. Also have a 401k plan that has a matching program of 4% and you're immediately vested. We also have generous paid time off. So as an employee, you're eligible for 18 days up front. You can roll over 10 days and it increases through years of service. So at 3 years, it goes up to 23 days. And at 10 years, it goes up to 28 days off. And then as an intern, you're also eligible for some benefits. So right now, we're not in the office. As you can see, I'm home. But if we were in the office, you would have access to our lunch program, which is $1.50 a day, and we have a fully stocked cafeteria. So you can't beat that. And kind of takes the worry of, what you're going to do for lunch out of the picture. And then we also have a fitness center on site. It is open 24/7 and free for all employees and interns. And right now, obviously, it is limited. It's by appointment, so only one person is in the fitness center at a time. But once we're back up and running, hopefully soon, everything will be back open and back functioning as it was before. And just to kind of piggyback off of that, the company has done an amazing job of making sure that we have everything we need in order to still operate working from home. We went from being full-time in the office to the next day being 100% remote. And through the support of IT, the support of all of our managers, we have not slowed down. We had a record hiring year in 2020 and continuing to grow, which is very exciting. And the fact that I'm still home a year later just goes to show the company is truly taking our well-being into consideration and not forcing anything and really caring for us as employees. Okay, opportunity for growth. So the company truly recognizes great talent and they want to retain you as an employee. So let's say you're starting out as an intern even. We last year in 2020 had I think it was a 92% retention rate for our interns going to full-time employment. This year, we are still kind of working on things, but hope to have a very similar percentage of conversion to full-time. So we want to retain you, especially if you're performing and meeting or exceeding expectations. We will do our best to help find you a full-time position. We also, let's say you start out, as a new graduate in an entry-level job. We understand that that is the first step in your career. Let's say in 18 months after you started, there's an opportunity that opens within another department that is aligned more with what your career path looks like. That is absolutely something that we encourage you to consider, encourage you to explore. We want you to achieve your professional goals. And we also want you to continue to educate yourself. So we have on-the-job training. Also encourage you to go outside and get, certifications as it pertains to your role. Or let's say you want to go back and get an MBA. We have a tuition reimbursement program. The tuition reimbursement program offers up to $10,000 per year for you to go and get that higher degree. Or, if you're working towards your bachelor's degree and you have, the opportunity to work full time, we will also encourage you to continue to get that degree and provide you that support also. For that education reimbursement or tuition reimbursement, it's for full-time employees who have been with the company for 6 months. So, as quickly as 6 months into your job, you can start to think about, that MBA or going back to complete your bachelor's degree, whatever that looks like. And then again, like I said, that continuous education, outside certifications, the company provides not only monetary support, but also study time, as long as the certification aligns with your career path and your job within the organization. The national presence. So I mentioned this earlier, but again, we've been in business for over 120 years and have built a significant presence in all 50 states. So we do insure healthcare professionals in every state in the US, including Puerto Rico. And then, like I mentioned, also growing globally. We've got insureds in UK and in France, and continuing to identify other areas where we may be able to support these healthcare professionals. So whether you're in Fort Wayne or you're in one of our other offices in Dallas, Texas, Springfield, Massachusetts, Oklahoma City, trying to remember where that was. We've got a great presence in those areas. Also, the company truly understands the value of giving back to the community. So whether it's in Fort Wayne or in, again, one of those other offices throughout the US, we encourage all of our employees to participate in those community events. Here in Fort Wayne, we've participated in or partnered with Habitat for Humanity, the Food Bank, Harvest Food Bank, Big Brothers Big Sisters, Fort for Fitness, and we have an annual Day of Caring event where the company provides 2 different events that employees can go and give back to the Fort Wayne community, or the community in Texas or Oklahoma City, where we have other offices. So it's a day, we basically give you a day off to go and give back to the community. And then throughout the year, if there are other events that you want to get involved in, or the team that you're on, wants to get involved in, that's absolutely encouraged as well. And then for our interns, when we're back in the office and have interns on site 40 hours a week during the summer, we also participate usually in at least 2 events during the summer months. So 2020 was a little bit unique because we weren't in person, but in 2019 we did 2 day events with Big Brothers Big Sisters. And then we also participated in the festival. I always forget what it's called. Do you remember, Meg, what it was?
The Fort for Fitness or the Three Rivers?
Three Rivers, that's what it is, yes. The Three Rivers Festival. I, again, always seem to forget the name of it, but we, our interns volunteered at that event as well.
That's awesome because those types of events rely on volunteers
Yep.
and people notice like what companies are sending people. So that's what I like about MedPro. Like you want to be a part of a company that's organizing that for you. And then if you're passionate about something else, you can also pursue that. But isn't it nice to like be a part of a developing like people who are working on you and they'll help build you up. Like I know I'd like to volunteer, but I don't know where. Well, you just get to go this one.
Right, right. And we you if you approach us and have a charity or a community organization that you partner with or that you're passionate about, bring it to your manager, and there's definitely opportunities for us to explore beyond just these that are listed here. It's a constant focus of the company and an encouragement for all employees to be involved. So I know it's day one of Women's History Month, and we have a lot more to talk to you about this Wednesday at the Women's Development Day put on by Purdue Fort Wayne. So definitely encourage you all to attend that. But today, just wanted to touch briefly on one of our networking groups. We also have an inclusive and equality department or kind of network that we're pushing out and continuing to promote equality across the board, whether it's supporting diversity and inclusion, supporting the Pride Month, women's, obviously Women's History Month. There are big things coming through with that inclusive and equality network, which I'm really excited about. Our women's networking group, though, has actually been around for I think the last 10 years or so, which is incredible. It is led by our Attorney Protective, which is the liability insurance for attorneys, that division that we have out of Dallas, Texas. The president of that division is the head of our networking group, women's networking group. The goal of the group is to inspire and empower women at MedPro and to support those leaders and their career advancement. They accomplish that by expanding educational and mentoring opportunities. So they have a women's roundtable every month where leaders get together, and also any employee from the business who wants to learn more or have a mentor, that is encouraged. That roundtable conversation is encouraged and happens monthly. We also have forums where, again, that discussion of leadership opportunities and inclusiveness initiatives come about. I believe that they do that once a quarter, and continue to identify those top women performers within the organization and really help promote them for these leadership opportunities. And then just fostering a greater understanding of the challenges that women face in the workplace. Talking about that again monthly in these one-on-one or roundtable sessions, but then also having an open dialogue with your manager and encouraging them, whether it's a female or a male, to really take a step back and understand what what challenges we as women face in the workforce. So constantly educating and constantly bringing focus to that. It's definitely an important aspect and a focus of MedPro Group. So I'll stop there before we go into career opportunities. Does anyone have any questions so far about MedPro, about what we do, what we've got going on? No? Okay, you're making my job really easy. So career opportunities. So I'll start up, talk a little bit about the new graduate and mid-level positions we have open. And all of these positions I have listed here are perfect for new graduates. So the associate underwriter position is the starting position within our underwriting department. And this role is perfect for someone who is interested in customer service, but also a little bit analytical. The underwriting department at MedPro, they are assessing risk for providing insurance to these healthcare professionals. So you have to be able to think outside the box and look at, a healthcare professional's history and the type of, let's say it's a surgeon, the type of surgery that they're practicing, where they're located. All of those things contribute to their risk factor for the company providing them with insurance. So in being able to speak with these healthcare professionals and answer questions for them about their coverage and about, the policies they have with us. So perfect opportunity. And this position does not require any specific background or degree. We just look for bachelor's degrees, but great for someone with a communications degree or a, business degree. Honestly, they are open, and if you have a passion for customer service and a willingness or an interest in risk assessment, definitely a good position for you. The business analyst role that we have open is partnering or basically focused on our data science team. So data science is a new ish department within MedPro, and they've got some really great projects going on. And this business analyst is there to support the team with these projects. So gathering requirements from different departments within the organization, helping to write these requirements, and then helping support the data science team and keep them kind of on track with these projects and reporting necessary information back to the team that or the department that the data science team is working with. So great for someone with a little bit of a technical background. There is some technical aspects to the role. So great for engineering or IT students, anybody interested in that technology world. The dental sales associate. So this opportunity is great for someone who is very interested in sales, passionate about selling, and open to travel. So this team travels around to dental schools throughout the United States and sells them, educates them on medical malpractice insurance, and then in turn, hopefully sells them our insurance when these students graduate and start practicing. So travel is very heavy during the school year. 8 months out of the year, you're traveling to these different dental schools throughout the US. And then in the summer, you're doing a lot more kind of on the phone, speaking with these dental students who've graduated, selling the insurance. Perfect for, a business, maybe a marketing major or someone, I don't think Purdue has a specific sales major, but anyone in like a business development type of major or again, like I said, marketing is a good feeder.
A lot of students, if they're interested in sales, they'll do management or marketing and then the professional sales certificate,
Perfect.
but they'll have exposure to that with any major.
Good. And again, not required to have that degree, but just good for someone who has that, education background and, understands what a selling position is like.
I would imagine like theater students, communication students, English students, people good with their words would probably be good at that too.
Anyone who is comfortable being in front of a big group of people and presenting, this would be perfect for you.
Mm-hmm.
And lastly is our financial analyst. It's the enterprise risk management team. And basically this team is focused on internal audit. So someone with a finance degree, accounting degree, who's passionate about auditing. It's a very unique skill set and it's perfect for that graduate, upcoming May graduate who likes to, look at numbers, likes to look at processes and make sure that, all of our internal functions, all of our departments are operating appropriately. So any questions about these positions, these new graduate positions? Nope. Okay. Meg, do you know if we've got like a mix of seniors and underclassmen?
I was just looking. Yeah. It looks like a big mix.
Perfect.
It looks like we have a lot of seniors actually.
Okay, good. So I encourage all of you seniors, if you haven't already, start looking for these full-time opportunities. Now is a perfect time. We are, for our full-time positions here, we are willing to have you start out part-time as like an intern status through graduation. And then, upon your graduation in May, you'll then go full-time. So great opportunity for those of you who are, graduating coming May. Definitely encourage you to start looking and start applying now.
Half seniors, half sophomores.
Perfect.
So
Good.
interns and entry level.
I have a question.
Yeah, is this Madeline?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Where, can I find like an application for MedPro? Like, do you guys have a website?
Yep. So I have that on one of the last slides, but it is on our careers page. It's medpro.com/careers. And then up in the right-hand corner is our current opportunities, and that will pull up all of the opportunities. And then you'll just click apply now and it'll launch the application.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You can also, I would recommend following MedPro on Handshake, because every
Yes.
time MedPro posts something, I get an email that says MedPro has a new job available. And then you'll see it on Handshake, but you do need to go follow the directions. It says apply externally.
Yeah, we post all of our new graduate positions. I try to, and all of our internship positions on Handshake. But I will say the Handshake, you'll have to go to our website to complete the application. I think we've got it set up that way, so it'll route you there. But I tend to not look at the applicants that are only on Handshake. So just keep that in mind. Any other questions before we talk about internship opportunities?
I have one more.
Yeah.
When we're making the cover letter, should we reference your name for that?
That would be perfect. Yeah. Especially if you've attended one of these sessions, make sure you say, there's also a question in the application that says, how did you hear about this opportunity? Make sure to call out that you've worked with career services, you've worked with Meg, or you heard me speak at an event. Yeah, I would absolutely call that out.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Good question. Any other questions? All right, perfect. So talking about internships now. So at MedPro, we offer a unique opportunity for our interns to work year round. So we look for students who have the availability to work 15 to 20 hours a week during the school year, and then 40 hours a week during the summer months. Our managers have found that this really allows them to give these interns meaningful work. So it's not just a 10 to 12 week project that you're working on. You actually get the full year experience and contribute to some real, meaningful work that the team is doing. So our year-round opportunities right now that we have open, we've got an account executive on or sales type of position. So our account executives are all there to support our current insureds with anything related to their accounts, and identifying if there's areas where, they want to increase their coverage on their policies, kind of upselling, if you will. So the account executive team or intern will help support those account execs, monitor, the email inbox if there's any questions that come through, help kind of keep the accounts updated in our system, and eventually start to take on, communicating back and forth with these healthcare professionals as it pertains to their accounts. So good for someone, again, marketing, business development, management, who's interested in, learning the back end of sales. The associate underwriter internship, very similar to the full-time position, where you'll train to become an associate underwriter and then start to take on some of those underwriting tasks and help support those underwriters with their work. This role is a great position if you're interested in an associate underwriter opportunity full-time, because you already have the head start in training and you're really doing a lot of the same work that the associate underwriters are doing full time, just at, like an intern level. So if you have a passion for or really interested in this type of opportunity and you're a sophomore, I encourage you to explore it now. And then know that, when you approach graduation, there could be a full-time opportunity available for you. Sales. So we've got an internship opportunity on our healthcare professionals team, working primarily with podiatrists. So helping to follow up on any marketing that's gone out to these podiatrist offices. You could be doing phone calls to these podiatry offices, and actually helping our sales team with the closing of that sale to these podiatrists. So great opportunity again for those sales focused or sales passionate people. Marketing, our marketing internship is truly that. It's on our marketing team. Majority of the marketing that our teams are doing is print marketing, because they are marketing out to these healthcare professionals, and a lot of that is mail marketing. Some digital marketing opportunities, but really kind of focused on that print aspect. And then our patient safety and risk solutions internship. So the patient safety and risk solutions team, they are focused on educating our healthcare professionals, continuing to keep them educated around patient safety and help to mitigate that risk of malpractice. So a lot of really great, talented people on this team, and this intern will have the opportunity to help support them with, if it's offering a credit to these healthcare professionals because they attended one of our patient safety meetings or sessions, they get, a discount on their insurance for attending that, or helping to keep these healthcare professionals accredited, make sure that they're continuing their education, through attending these meetings with our team. So it's a little bit administrative, a little bit kind of behind the scenes, but definitely a great opportunity for someone, again, interested in business, interested in how, to help mitigate risk moving forward for these healthcare professionals. Definitely a really unique type of internship that you wouldn't have a lot of other places. And then we do have 2 current internships for summer only. They are graduate student internships. So within our data science team and our legal team. So looking for a master's student within a data science or technology type of major, and then looking for a law student also, which I don't think we have any grad students on the call. Perfect. So talking just a little bit high level overview of our kind of general qualifications for interns. So typically what we look for in interns is someone with an active pursuit of their degree, so currently enrolled, with at least 1 year remaining. So at this point, if you're a December grad, you still kind of would fall in that bucket. But ideally we would look for those, May 2022, May 2023 grads. We also try to target a 3.0 GPA or higher. If you've got slightly below that, don't let that discourage you. We still will consider you, especially if, your grades are improving. I know the first year of my college was not the best year, and it's a rough adjustment for everyone. So if you're just under that 3.0, still encourage you to apply. Strong interpersonal skills, oral and written communication is important. You could be communicating back and forth with different, employees, also customers throughout the organization. So definitely look for those individuals who have written and verbal communication skills. And then the ability to work both on a team and independently. You will have the opportunity to collaborate in your internship, but also we're giving you some independence and, give you assignments and projects to work on, and you expect you to be able to complete those, independently with appropriate instruction. And then computer skills, obviously everyone nowadays should hopefully have computer skills, but understanding the Microsoft products, PowerPoint, Excel, Word are the three big ones. Outlook, email system, again, pretty easy to understand if you're not familiar. So just as long as you can turn your computer on, I think you're pretty good.
I would encourage you all to think about computer skills as problem solving too, about like Googling how to do something in Outlook or PowerPoint. I think that is impressive for an intern to do.
100% agree.
Figure that out on their own.
We also, a lot of the departments use Excel, and I know you take, a lot of the business students take Excel courses, but Excel is, you can Google how to do anything within Excel. And I have to Google it from time to time to remind myself. But if you have the opportunity to work in Excel and continue to increase your skill set within Excel, definitely encourage you to do that, because it is probably the main tool that we use across the organization. So, any questions?
I have a question.
Yeah.
What would like a day an intern would look like, just like one whole day would look like if we intern for MedPro?
Yeah, good question. So our interns, again, during the school year, you're working part-time. So depending on your schedule, you'll obviously start out training. They do an excellent job of training. And right now, obviously, it's all virtual, but we've got, we use Cisco Webex, which is very similar to Zoom, where you can be face-to-face and kind of follow along. And then you're actually going to be doing meaningful work. You're going to be doing work that if you weren't in the position, someone else within the organization or within the team is going to be doing that. So we encourage you to really kind of dive in and learn about the role. And then during the summer months, when we have interns full-time, we do a couple different activities. So every Wednesday, we do lunch and learns with some of our senior leaders. So all interns will participate in that. We also, again, I mentioned the community service events that we try to get involved with. We at least, again, focus on 2 events a year. And then also try to do a couple social outings. Again, COVID has kind of put a little bit of a wrench in that, but in a perfect world, we would have at least a couple events. We did a couple years ago, we went to 2 different tin caps games. We did an ice cream social. So just an opportunity for the intern group to really get together and kind of meet and talk about their experiences and whatnot. So the summer months are, a little bit busier with different, programming within the internship program. But you're truly, focused on the day-to-day work and working very closely with your manager and your team.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Any other questions? I know that we advertised, the women's, this being Women's History Month and focusing on that. So hopefully you got an idea from, the women's networking group that it is a huge focus of our organization, supporting women in the workplace and helping them achieve their goals. And again, I really encourage all of you to attend that Women's Development Day this coming Wednesday. Some really great workshops and really excited. I'll be there along with our general counsel, VP, to answer questions and be part of that panel. So really excited about that opportunity. All right.
I just want to say one more time how thankful we are to MedPro. And I mean, this is like, if I had to pick 1 or 2 top employers that I would send students to, it's MedPro. All of our students are doing, you asked about like typical work, and I think she explained it well. But from my perspective, when I talk to interns, they say things like my team or we, or I accomplished this and I am supported doing this. We have a lot of students at MedPro and we will have more. Like, unless you're really trying to get into a specific field like real estate or I don't know, like medical sale. Oh, no, this isn't. I don't know, but like
Engineering or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
if you're trying to like, you really want to work in manufacturing, sure, but like other than that, you should be applying for these internships.
If you
or these
want
positions.
business experience, again, a lot of our internships don't require a specific type of degree. So say you want to get experience in the business world, we encourage you to apply. I see resumes with all different degrees, and have hired music degree majors for the associate underwriting internship. And so it's put your foot out there, explore the business world. It's definitely a great place to work, and I'm not just saying that because it's my job to say it. I truly believe it. And this is just an aerial view of our office. We're right down the street from PFW, off of Reed Road. And really great place to work, honestly. A really fun environment, great managers. I, again, not just saying this because it's my job, I love it. And we truly value the relationship we have with PFW also. We have great students that work for us from Purdue Fort Wayne, probably our top school that we recruit from. And to give you an idea of the size of our internship group, we have anywhere from, I'd say, 20 to 30 interns at a given time. Right now, I think we've got about 23 or 24. And again, probably half of those are Purdue Fort Wayne students. It just works really well. The proximity to the office, but also, the flexibility of the scheduling and whatnot. Definitely great partners. All right. Well, if no one has any additional questions, again, I encourage you all to come back and visit me on Wednesday with that panel of women executives. Angela, who is our chief or our general counsel, is amazing, and we'll have some really great things to share, I'm sure. And if anyone ever has any questions or want to just talk about opportunities, Meg has my contact information. Feel free to reach out. Happy to help in any way that I can.
Do you have any advice on how to prepare for the career fair on the 31st, or what people should do with you one-on-one? Or
Yeah, so I've been attending virtual career fairs now for a year, and Handshake does an amazing job with their kind of platform and how they have it set up. So like Meg said earlier, sign up for those one-on-one sessions. That is the only way you're going to get time with a specific company. We do, I think, a group presentation. I think I've got that for the first like 30 minutes, but it's going to be basically the same presentation I just provided. So skip that, sign up with me one-on-one, even if you're just wanting to hear about, more about the opportunities. Gives you 10 minutes of time to talk one-on-one with me or with other professionals throughout the Fort Wayne community. But those one-on-one sessions are very important, and they do kind of get snatched up quickly. So like Meg said earlier, the early bird gets the worm. Definitely look into it now. Start signing up. I think I've got a number of sessions, and I'll open more if need be. If I reach the max capacity, I'll try to make some more time for everyone. And also make sure you have your video on. It's important to be face to face with people, and have that conversation face to face with them. They're taking the time out of their busy day to meet with students. Make sure that you're also putting in that same effort. And look professional, and make sure you're set up in a professional environment. It's important. This is still kind of a first impression, so make sure that it's a good one. But definitely sign up for the one-on-one sessions and do as many as you can. You don't have to limit yourself. This is your time of exploring. Don't be afraid to sign up for one because you don't think you perfectly meet what they're looking for or the requirements. again, especially if you're undergrad or underclassmen, it's time to ask those questions and explore those opportunities. Anything else that I can help with? All right, so if I can go back, I don't know how to go back here. It's medpro.com/careers for all of you that are interested in applying or interested in those opportunities. Please, please, please complete applications online. Again, make sure that you call out that you heard me speak or heard about us through Career Services, and look forward to talking with you all again here soon, and hopefully we'll see you all on the 3rd.
So I sent everybody a survey. If you could please fill that out, it helps us understand if this was a good time of day, if you prefer virtual or online, if this was worth your time. Please help me. Thank you to Liz very much for coming today.
Thank you, everyone. Great discussion.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course. Happy again to help anyone if you have further questions or curious about anything. Definitely have Meg reach out.
Yes.
All right. Well, thanks again, everyone. We'll talk to you all soon.
Thank you. If you're a business student, please scan this with your suitable app or just with the camera on your phone. And if that's not working, let me know. Thank
right,
you
well,
so much, Liz.
See ya.
I better do it
Mrs.
too, make sure it
Underwood?
works.
I don't think the link you sent in the chat was a survey.
Oh, really? Okay, hold on.
Was it like a Zoom meeting?
I think sorry guys. Where's the chat? There. I totally sent you the wrong thing. Thank you for asking.
I was like curious about that, but thank you.
Should be curious about that. What? It's not working again. Oh, you know what? It's okay, hold on. It looks like this. It's a Qualtrics. No. My keyboard isn't working. I think when I hit Control-C on the old keyboard, it wasn't working. Okay. That should be in the chat now. Let me go back to this. Oh, not this. This. Is the QR code working for people?
It's not working for me, but can I just do the web version and just hit the box, you think?
I feel like I set it up where you have to do the QR code.
Oh no.
Tell me your process. What did you do so far, Nikki?
I think my problem is my phone is permanently stuck on iOS 10, so almost no QR codes work on my phone.
Do you have the app on the suitable app?
Let's see if I can get it again.
I'm curious, like if you try to use your camera and it didn't work, but you tried to use the suitable app QR code scanner, if that would work.
I cannot get the app.
Okay. Let me just write down your name. It's PHAM, right?
Yes.
I'll give you credit.
Hey, Meg.
iOS 10 doesn't sound that old.
Yeah, it's only 4 years behind. Not bad.
Huh. I just switched from 6 to 11. I was like, whoa.
Hey, Meg.
Yes,
I'm the
Jack.
exact same way. I'm on my iPhone and I can't get the barcode as well.
Why?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
You guys know this is new to me. I'm trying to figure it out.
I know. I'm gonna start doing it on my Mac from now on.
Yeah, I like the planner. Well, I'm trying to figure out if it just makes sense to do it 2 different ways. That you could do a QR code or you could do a reflection. But then if you don't do the reflection, do you have to do a reflection? So sorry, you guys are my my implementers. So you guys can talk about this in an interview or job application one day about how you know how hard it is to adapt new technology and you're willing to help people learn. Okay, well, if you did the Qualtrics and you did the QR code, feel free to go. I'll stick around for a couple minutes if there's other questions. Thank you all for coming, and thank you. How do I say your name? Abby?
My name?
Yeah,
Abevich.
Abamit.
Yes.
Props to you for asking questions. In the next Career Connections, I'd like to see more people asking questions. And a couple others did too, I remember, but
I have a question.
yeah.
The women's you talked about, it's coming this Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Did we get an email on the career or?
I think in the email for today, the reminder I sent out, I think I put it there at 3, but just in Handshake, look for Women's Professional Development Day. There's one at noon, which is a Path to Your Future about your networking. 1 for, this is really good for you seniors, Start Smart Salary Negotiation.
Okay.
And then 2:30 is just like a free just time to chat with other students. It's being led by students. And then at 3 o'clock, 3 to 4 is the look for women executive panel.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Did this count as a high impact?
Mhm.
Okay.
Sure does.
Mine's not saying it is. Will it just like take some time to load?
You know, it does on the web version, but not the mobile version. Do you mean in your your checkpoint of like complete to high impact?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine still says 0 too, and I went to this. It says it on here. Weird. I have to ask Suitable about that because someone else said the same thing about the Career Connections on Friday. But anyway, sorry. Yes. Why it's not right now, I don't know. This is high impact. Okay. I'm gonna have to email Suitable and ask him.
Okay.
What is that, Ayana?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't hear from me within a week, feel free to reach back out and remind me. I'll have to like force it, but you're obviously not the only one that this is affecting. So
Okay. Yep. Perfect.
I don't know why it's not.
So the career connections that we did on Friday too is a high impact?
Yes.
Okay.
But someone emailed me this morning and said it wasn't working as their high impact. Like Ayana just asked that this one is not.
Yeah,
showing.
I say now that you say that, I noticed it too.
So I must have
On
done
that.
something wrong, or there's a problem with the system. So I'll have to go ask Suitable for help. But it says it's high impact in the. It's a lot. Yeah, that says high impact. I don't know. I'll work on it.
Is it okay if I ask you a question about the career fair?
Sure.
If I was looking at Aptera, and they don't, and when I was looking at them, it says there's no one-on-one meetings or whatever available,
really?
or they're not signed up. Does that mean they're all gone, or what are the chances of them making more, do you think?
I think the chances that it's all gone is high because it's the first one on the list. So people are probably like, well, I'll pick that one. Hold on, let me go look. What are the chances of them making more? I don't know. People reach out, maybe they would. Wait, that's not what I want to see. I don't know if I can see that, Leo. Hold on. I think because I'm not the coordinator, I can't see like who has what session. So let me reach out to Hanan and see if he can truly see that they're all booked up. And then I think that's a compliment to Aptera. If you said like, I'm signing up for the career fair and I see that that all of your sessions are booked. Would you be willing to meet with me for 10 minutes at a future date? I would love to talk to you. And if enough students ask that, they might find more people to come to the fair to add more sessions, you know?
Yeah.
But either way, hopefully you could get a 10-minute phone conversation with them in the first week of April or something.
Hopefully.
I think that would be great. Do you know how to find contact information like that? Like if you look at employers in career in Handshake, I think you'd be able to see it. Let me see if I can see it in my student view.
Let's see. I know they're mostly looking for the software people, and I'm technically in accounting.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to hear more about them because they're making that interesting electric cars.
So just say that in your email to them. Like I know you're looking for IT at the career fair, like those are the jobs you're hiring, but I would love the chance to talk to you more. I have an accounting business degree. Do you ever have roles for business students opening? And then say what you just said, like I'm really interested in that part.
Okay.
I mean, think about it. If you're like HR for a company and someone finds you and they're like, I'm really interested, they're like, oh, cool. Like, if nothing else, it's like, that's nice. Maybe I want to do more stuff with Pretty Boy. You know?
Mhm.
But hopefully they would follow up with you and say, yeah, like, let me tell you what else. We have this coming up or okay, so I'm in the career fair and I clicked on Aptera and I went to like the employer page and there is an email listed here. So I would just email.
Oh, okay.
You want me to show you how I did that?
Yeah, I found it too.
Oh, okay.
H. John Laws.
Yeah, something. I don't know who that is. Oh, let's see, it's hard to tell who that might be. Maybe I can see it in another page.
What happened here?
Okay, that person, is it H. John Holes? Yeah. That person's name's Hillary. Let me put it in the chat for you. John Laws. She's the hiring manager.
Thank you.
So I can see some things in Handshake that you could not. So if you ever have a question like that and you try it on your own first, I'm more than happy to help you. Oh, looks like Aptera has not created a schedule yet. So Aptera, so you have not missed the opportunity. So maybe don't reach out to Hillary yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you already send it?
No, I have not.
Okay. So maybe check back on Wednesday. As Hanan is emailing them today to ask them to create their schedule. But you know what? They have until March 12th to do it. So they're probably just trying to figure things out still. If they're anything like me, they'll do it on the 11th.
Oh, I have another question. If I don't use any social media, will that hurt me?
No. I think it's possible you would miss hearing about certain opportunities, like you would miss hearing, you know, like this today, if you saw it on Instagram, oh, that's interesting, I'll go to that. So like that could hurt you, but if you're active about like looking at like events and stuff on your own, that's good. Or if you tell your friends, like, I'm not on Instagram, but if you see anything, would you mind taking a screenshot and sending it to me? With other companies, like if they're, I mean, it's a social media hiring manager, then yeah, they probably social media content creator, they probably would want somebody with social media experience. But I know other people like aren't on it because they don't want to be, that's not a passion of theirs. They don't want to be on social media. So don't apply for those jobs. Is that why you're asking?
Yeah, because I keep reading articles that say, oh, employers these days, they look at your social media, and if you don't have one, you won't get the job. Well, I guess I'm not getting any jobs.
I don't know what that is. I guess if you had anything, I would encourage you to have a LinkedIn, but why don't you have a social media? You just don't want one?
Just can't be bothered.
It's one more thing to manage. I guess if you did anything, you could do a LinkedIn. Sometimes people but I would think that should be relevant to the job. Like someone applying for my position, I would want to see that they have a LinkedIn. But someone applying for an accounting internship, I don't know why LinkedIn or Instagram is relevant to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why don't you ask that at the career fair? I wouldn't say I can't be bothered. I would say I don't want to use. I'm not a fan of social media. I don't want to use it. Is that a factor you look at when you're hiring?
That's good.
That's a valid question. And that shows that you're reading and you're curious and you're trying. You know, I've been reading articles that say that. So can you give me your opinion? Is that true for Fort Wayne?
Okay. That's all the questions I've had.
Okay.
Thank you for hosting this event.
You're very welcome. Thank you for coming. Are you coming on Wednesday?
I'll try, but I have class, so I don't really know if I can.
You have class all day?
Yeah.
It's 12 to 4. There's one at 12, one at 1, one at 2, one at 3.
I can actually pick one maybe. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Okay. Bye-bye.